Glacier Range Riders. He is Modesto's franchise player, which, to remind you, is a spot reserved for someone who otherwise would have timed out of this league. But since he has previous Pioneer League experience, he is allowed to play. You can have one player and one pitcher on your team, with that exception. Liniak, who was a real good hitter, both in the Tigers organization and with Glacier, is off to a nice start of 338, 3-19 through 17 games. And I think he's just hit his fourth. That is a belt-high fastball that's hit a long way and gone. It's 4-0. So a challenge fastball at 91, and Liniak was ready.
Well, in Glacier, he became the Range Riders' all-time home run leader last year, and that's kind of his game. He gets the ball in the air, up in the zone. See that big swing, and that one just falling short of the warehouse there.
First pitch is down and into Hayden Dunhurst. Dunhurst, who is listed as a right-handed hitter on the roster. That's incorrect. 5'10", 226. And last played for the Lake Country Dockhounds in the American Association. I have to have a word with Sam, our fellow Sun Devil over in Modesto, and ask him to get a updated roster. How dare he?
Well, you mentioned the Lake Country Dockhounds. They're
Yes.
Broadcaster and ASU alum as well.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Dominic Stern.
We're everywhere.
We are.
So you know.
We're gonna let you know we're here.
This is in the air. This is not going to be comfortable. Levy puts it away. Of course, there's multiple Sun Devil broadcasters with rings in this league as well. It's my friend. How much of a friend is he to me if I can't think of his name now? Worked for Grand Junction for 3 years.
Oh,
Ethan Jordan.
Ethan Jordan, yes.
Yes, thank you. Elliot was coming out. Ethan Jordan, who's a great guy, and I actually got to do a few tandem games with him.
Nice.
On our radio and their television. Got a ring with the Grand Junction Rockies, as they once were. Here's Logan Sutter, 6'1", 213. Last played at the University of South Carolina, which is not called USC.
Yeah, where did that whole
it's regional, I'm sure.
It's got to be. But even then.
Listen, I hate USC, the Trojans, but I will at least acknowledge that is their name. More work for Allgaier. And nice work as well for Jeter, 2 away. And I say that because I was raised to be a Bay Area Cal fan. And it's part of the birthright to despise USC. So it's nothing personal.
USC, South Carolina, I mean, it's to add the extra syllable to Southern California, just say USC.
Of course, I just call them SC most of the time when I'm talking.
Yeah, SC too.
Williams popped out in his first at bat. One and one. You know, it's interesting. I often had said that Missoula was the only team with a winning record against Oakland. That is not true. The only team with a winning record against Oakland is Long Beach, after what the Ballers did in Missoula. And pending the outcome of this game, you could add Modesto to that list at 1-0. Who knows?
Well, there will be plenty of meetings between these two sides moving forward.
Too high that time. That's a nice pitch from Hurley. That's where Kalura wanted it. Got him. Hurley picks up his first strikeout. He allows a solo shot to Liniak. We move on to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Modesto on Ballers TV.
Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com.
Here's Ibarra standing in against Serrano. Down the line, and foul! Oh, it hits the netting on that left side of that foul pole. 2 homers last night for Ibarra, and he almost had a 15th of the year.
And that would have been an 8th home run in his last 5 games. Is that good? Is that good, Tyler?
It's a nice pitch from Serrano, who, after Ibarra tags one and sort of wants the feeling back again, gives him a big overhand curveball. Got a piece of the fastball, 1-2.
Oh, that 92-mile-an-hour fastball looks fast, given how long the delivery is. Kind of like the long arm action. He pauses a bit as he goes into the wind. So you're waiting a couple of seconds for him to go. And by the way, he will use most of the pitch clock.
One and two. Ooh. That's a crisp breaking ball right there.
Yeah, that was a great changeup off the outside.
Ibarra flares one, and Lejewski is going to make the play. One out for Blythe now. Kind of a slower series for Blythe against the Coast, but he's still batting .357. His batting average has been over 400 for the previous series. hard to keep up the whatever 600 batting average pace he had been on the Missoula series. That's much harder hit, but Lejewski still gets there for the second out. 108 off the bat. Some nice footwork from Lejewski.
Well, two things that Modesto does very well, and it's why they've been off to a good start. They pitch well and they play good defense. Their offense is about in the middle of the pack, but when you pitch and when you play D, you're going to give yourself a chance every single game.
Here's the first pitch to Cam. It's 94 off the plate. 1-0. Now to Cam. 296 for Buford, 4 big flies and 18 driven in 20 games back in a Ballers uni. It's funny, we've played, what's it now? This will be the 28th game. You see Cam has played 20. You think, it didn't feel like he started the year with us, but he basically started the year with us. 3-0. Ball 4. No green light, no challenge. And Buford's on.
Well, you walk Cam, and I don't think Serrano necessarily wanted to do that, because now you got Leahy, who's been swinging the bat exceptionally well the last week or so.
You can't really challenge a 3-0 pitch. Maybe 3-1, definitely 3-2. You can't really challenge a 3-0. Well, 5 straight balls now from Serrano, and you know the jeer that's coming next. Buford back to the bag. Well, we'll get to see the arm maybe of the catcher Dunhurst. The guy that led the team or was second on the team in steals last year. Leahy takes a fastball down the middle. Buford might get Leahy a fastball here, like the one he just looked at. And with 2 outs, there's not a ton of downsides to sending the guy. You can't run yourself into a double play or anything like that.
I mean, Serrano's trying to be quick to the plate, but that one right there, it looked like he was a little rushed coming home. So now 2-1. It should be a good spot for Leahy to swing away.
He does, and it's popped up on the infield. These are never easy. Who's got it? Sutter puts it away. And the inning, for a second time in a row, ends on a P5. We head to the third, 4-0 Modesto on Ballers TV.
And it will feature 4 matches of big-time wrestling stars, including heavyweight champion QT Marshall defending his title against LJ Kimbrey. The battle will begin at 2:30 p.m. in Scrappy Town. You won't want to miss it. Down to you, G-Biz. All right, who's ready for the Ice Cold? Let me introduce you to the best time to do my man Ice Cold. Now, Kenny, we got 2 contestants here. Jose, in there? Now, you guys are going to have to pick up this. Yeah.
back to Ballers Baseball here on Ballers TV. This is our Friday night special game that we are able to show to you all on YouTube as well. And it's brought to you by Proposition Chicken, located right by the Grand Lake Theater on Lakeshore. It is now time for our celebrity third inning. I'm sitting here with Frankie Tirado, the GM of the Proposition Chicken on Lakeshore. Ground ball, Leahy charges, and a quick one pitch out. Frankie, you're off to a great start.
All right, good luck.
So you've got your Bees hat on, you're in your green, and you've got your Proposition Chicken shirt on. So I've got to ask you first, is this your first Ballers game?
It is my first Ballers game.
And what are your first initial reactions to that?
You know, I sat down and was immediately befriended by this lovely group of people right behind me. They shared their fries and included me in their group. So far, it's pretty cool.
Excellent. Well, you know, it's great to have Proposition Chicken as our sponsor, not just today, but as our player of the game sponsor as well. And that's something I've been trying to get going for a couple of years now. I'm glad Sam and everyone in our group got with you guys, because that's something that in a couple of minor league stops was a great partnership and worked out well for the players who, let me tell you, these are hungry guys. So they're definitely going to enjoy the gift cards, and it's worked out well for our partners as well. So I want to thank you so much, first of all, for that. But are you a baseball fan? What's your background?
I come from Southern California. Grew up in San Diego.
Won't hold that against you.
Yeah, please don't. My family are a big sports family. You know, we had the Chargers for a while. And
yes.
Padres fans still.
Did that ball get through the net?
It looks like it.
Did that actually go through? That's very interesting. Wow. Well, we might have to add a extra.
Well, everyone's laughing. So
everyone's having a good time, so we're all right. That's our new field side seat section this year, by the way, which is a whole new way to enjoy the game. Safely is the best way I can tell you that we enjoyed it. Let me ask you this, though. Growing up, I imagine the Padres teams of maybe some Tony Gwynn in there in some of those years, and I can tell you about a couple of playoff runs, but you know, as an A's fan growing up, I didn't have many World Series to talk about. I imagine it's similar as a Padres fan growing up as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, we can share that as well. This is Frankie Tirado, the GM of Proposition Chicken on Lakeshore Avenue. Would you consider yourself now, after a couple of years here, as a Bay Area-ite?
Yeah. You know,
I'm
coming up on 2 years, and I spent a lot of time here growing up. My best friend moved here to go to San Francisco State.
Oh, right on.
Never left, so I've spent plenty of time up here, but it just never occurred to me that I could live here. Then I moved up here, and it's been the best decision I've made in a long time. I'm having a great time. Oakland's a really cool town.
A challenge issued by Jaden Kalura. And let's see. What do we got?
After review, the call of the ball is confirmed a ball.
It's confirmed a ball. Too low on Bryce Cannon, who bats with 2 outs. So let's talk about the shop. How long has it been there, and how long well, I'm actually going to stay through the break with you, because you just had a 3-up, 3-down inning, my friend. And I'm very thankful to you. And we do, by the way, keep track of our celebrities on our celebrity third inning, of how well they do. So you're going to get a chance to score some runs for the Ballers now. We're going to stay through the break, Nico. Tell us about the shop. It's on Lakeshore Avenue, and tell me about your chicken.
Lakeshore, it's been there for about 8 years now. Our original location was on Market Street in San Francisco, but that closed down. So now we're the oldest in the group. We've got 3 locations. Mine's the best, obviously, because it's in Oakland. I've been with the company for 3 months. It's super awesome. Everyone that I've met and worked with has been super cool and just supportive, and it's really awesome to be a part of the Oakland community over there in Lakeshore.
So give me like the insider tips for me to walk in. I don't know if you have like a secret menu, but what's the good stuff?
There's a lot of ways to hack that menu.
Okay.
Definitely the one I suggest, and I hope that I don't get in trouble for telling everybody this. Get your fried chicken sandwich, have it tossed in the sauce. I like to get my tossed in the honey mustard sauce, and it goes with that spicy coleslaw. It's pretty banging.
All right.
You can get your strips tossed in different sauces. Yeah, it's good stuff. We make everything in-house. Sauces are made fresh. We butcher the chickens in-house. Everything's made by hand with love.
You butcher the chickens in-house.
Butcher the chickens in-house. So it's part of my training. It was pretty cool.
So is that one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm going to run a chicken shop and we're going to serve food, and then all of a sudden you have a whole chicken and you're like, all right, well, here's the meat cleaver. I mean, was it like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And your initial thoughts are like, okay, well, I guess this is part of the job, right?
Yeah, it was exciting. I'm a restaurant guy. I've done it my whole life, but never really spent much time in the kitchen. So to get to learn all that stuff was pretty cool.
Right on. We're speaking with Frankie Tirado, the GM of Proposition Chicken on Lakeshore Avenue. They are our presenting sponsor tonight on this Friday night broadcast of Ballers TV. You can swing by any Monday at Proposition Chicken, and 10% of your bill will be donated to a local nonprofit. I understand that the community engagement is important for you guys, and obviously that's part of what is going on here today as well.
Absolutely.
Here is Davis Druick to lead it off against Omar Serrano. Druick takes a strike. Druick, and then the top of the order in Cobb and Santos. The Ballers don't yet have a hit, and we're going to see if Frankie can't conjure up one of those or some runs for us as we continue our celebrity third inning. Druick just takes off the plate. Davis hitting .220, 3 home runs, 13 RBI. Is this your first time on air, Frankie?
Yeah, I was telling Jacqueline, who brought me up here, that I actually host a radio show in San Francisco.
Oh, excuse me.
It's interesting to be on the other side of it.
Very good. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's a Psyched Radio, San Francisco, independent DIY record label studio, Warfield building. I host a show Saturday nights 8 to 10.
Saturday nights 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Where can we catch you?
PsychedRadioSF.com.
PsychedRadioSF.com. And what are we usually spinning?
All kinds of stuff. Weird electronic music and synthesizer shit. Oh, sorry. My bad. Synthesizer
Stuff is what you said. Yes.
That's what I said.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, one of the, I guess, parts about not being on the radio anymore, which our broadcasts aren't, is there is no FCC right now. So I at least won't get in trouble for that.
Sorry, everybody.
Here's a ground ball to Juicy. That's not a bad play at all. And the shortstop is showing off the arm. And how long have you been doing that?
Just a couple months.
You just picked that up, or do you have some background there?
It's just a hobby. I DJ'd when I was a kid. And
Oh, yeah.
It's just for fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing major.
DJ'd for your high school or for weddings, or like how legit?
Like in clubs and raves and stuff like that.
Oh, so
Yeah.
pretty legit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Frankie Tirado, who not only will serve you a good chicken sandwich, but might spin for you as well if you're in need of a DJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should have you out to the ballpark.
That'd be cool.
Strike to Tremaine Cobb, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Now, if folks want to buy some chicken, obviously they can come visit you down at the shop, but can they get you online? You guys delivering?
Yeah, absolutely. We do a big portion of our business is through third-party apps.
Third-party apps?
Which you can always order directly from our website.
Which is?
PropositionChicken.com.
There you go. You got the domain.
Indeed.
Here's the 1-1 to Cobb. Swings. Again, our broadcast tonight on Ballers TV is brought to you by Proposition Chicken. Let me ask you about the name of the restaurant. Am I getting proposed something? What is the proposition?
The proposition, so the brand is kind of built around the idea of voting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed. So I will say I just went on a rant actually with Garrett the other day about folks texting me on my phone, telling me to vote for Prop A or Prop B or Prop G, and I immediately delete them. If I saw Prop Chicken, I'd be like, I at least have to see what this is about. So, okay. 2 strikeouts for Serrano, and there's 2 outs here in the third. Still 4-0 Modesto in the first meeting for these two teams. Of course, we will be handing out a Proposition Chicken Player of the Game after this contest, and if the Ballers win, that'll be right on the field in a little ceremony. If not, Gareth and I will course, choose our favorite players from the night's contest up here in the booth in our post-game show. Santos flied out to right in the first inning. Takes that low. Did you play any sports growing up?
I was a runner.
You were a runner.
I wasn't coordinated enough for these kind of sports,
But you ran. What was your event?
I was long distance.
Long distance. Okay. So a cross country or a
Yep.
specific track? Okay.
Yeah, cross country.
In the college ranks or high school?
High school.
High school. Gotcha. This has popped up. A lot of infield pop-ups so far. Cannon makes the catch. Made it look easy. And it's another 3-up, 3-down inning. Well, Frankie, I would thank you so much for coming in. I want to thank Proposition Chicken again for presenting tonight's game as the presenting sponsor. And I've got to stop by soon.
Please do.
All right, thank you very much. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the fourth inning, 4-0 Modesto.
You know, I had the great opportunity to play Jackie Robinson in a movie called Soul of the Game. But today, I'll share with you a lesser-known story about a player who played right here in the Bay Area for the Oakland folks. His name was Jimmy Claxton. While Robinson is known for breaking MLB's color barrier, 31 years earlier, Claxton actually became the first African-American player to play professional ball when he joined the Oakland Oaks. You see, Claxton claimed he was Native American, but less than a week after joining the team, he was released when it was revealed he was also African-American. Claxton, who played right here where the Pixar campus is located, is also honored in the Jimmy Claxton Lounge. He was also the first black player to ever appear, on a baseball card in 1960. He was 23 years old at the time. After Claxton's release, no other player broke the color line until Jackie Robinson himself signed with the Dodgers in 1936, nearly 3 decades later. On this Juneteenth, we salute the brave and talented players like Jimmy Claxton and Jackie Robinson, who paved the way for equity in sports and served as an example to all Americans.
Today, as we celebrate Juneteenth, we honor the culture goes every day to uplift peace, through culture, community, economic empowerment, and black growth. Their leadership continues to create opportunities, preserve our history, and invest in a brighter future for Oakland. Thank you, Black Cultural Zone, for all that you do. We appreciate you.
Friday night here in West Oakland. Happy Juneteenth as the Ballers trail by 4. It's 4-0 Modesto. First meeting of the regular season between these two sides, who played an exhibition before the start of the season back in mid-May. Gareth Kwok, Tyler Peterson. Here for Ballers TV, Charlie Hurley has thrown 47 pitches through 3 frames. A 1-2-3 third for the former USC Trojan and Texas Longhorn. Lajewski, Boyd, and Liniak, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Roadsters. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I'll say, despite my earlier rant against the SC Trojans, some of our best players have been SC Trojans.
Charlie Hurley, Tyler Lozano from last year.
Trevor Halsema was an all-star with us our first year. Look at what Lambert did.
They got a good program down on campus. Majewski, a former Blue Jays farmhand, first year in the Pioneer League and with Modesto, 24-year-old from Florida Gulf Coast. 30 career games in the minors with the Blue Jays system before he was released last August. Pops it up on the infield. Ibarra waves off his pitcher and makes a catch. So that's 7 in a row set down by Hurley.
Number 7, Justin Boyd.
A couple of home runs to left. A couple of mistakes has hurt him, but otherwise has kept the ball in the ballpark. Here's Justin Boyd. Boyd bounced out to third in his first at bat. Is Oakland going to use a challenge? Hurley thought that was in there. And based off the data that we have, I mean, that was right at the top of the strike zone. Three balls, no strikes. Boyd was a former second-round pick by Cincinnati in 2022. Former Oregon State Beaver. Then was traded to Cleveland in a deal that featured Will Benson.
Major leaguer.
Former Giant. This is pulled foul.
Did not know a former Giant.
Will Benson?
Yeah.
I think he played, was it last year, I want to say?
On the Major League team?
Yeah.
Oh, you're pulling my leg.
I think so. I mean, a very brief stint with the Giants. Here's 3-2. Rolled to third. Allgaier's been busy, and Allgaier throws him out. Two down for Liniak.
The left fielder, number 20, Hudson Liniak, who is our beer batter.
Oh, pardon me. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
I'm wondering who you're thinking about.
No, I'm trying to jog my memory. I thought it was some former Red that had a brief stint with the Giants. Says here's Liniak.
Scooter Jeanette.
Scooter Jeanette. Not him, but yes.
Jeff Keppinger.
We can go down the list. 1-1 on Liniak.
Are you thinking of Stuart Fairchild?
No. I don't know. My mind is drawing blanks. It used up the Eli Whiteside bullet, and now it's just it's.
Well, you
it's not firing.
you had me there, and I was not about to just let you go 2 days in a row on me without some sort of rebuttal.
Two 2-1. Cobb gets the hop and throws out Liniak. That's now 9 in a row, set down by Hurley. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bats trying to get things going. It's 4-0 Modesto here on Ballers TV.
All right, Ballers fans, it is now time for Dizzy Beer Batter Roll. Who's ready to see our two contestants get it on? We got our man Big here in the gold, 10 in the green. They're gonna spin around these bats 20 times and erase the whole plate. You guys make some noise. Come on, those spinners. Get their head on the backpack. Don't shut us. Get their head on the backpack. Put that head down, baby. Dance on the rim. Dance on the rim. One out there. Is it right? Three, just the double. Score one for the Marines. Shout out to Dan Silver from Dan Silver Homes. Let's go.
We love Dan and we love Green getting on the board. If you have a green wristband, make lots of noise. Leading off the board for Oakland, third baseman number 15.
Bottom four here from Ramandi Park. Ballers are still looking for their first hit of the night. 4-0 Modesto, bottom of the fourth. Omar Serrano has thrown 3 scoreless. no-hit innings on just 40 pitches. Allgaier in the right center field.
That's on you.
That will be the first hit.
That's on you.
That's called the reverse jinx, ladies and gentlemen. And Allgaier's in the second base with a leadoff double.
A total lack of respect for what the power you have.
I feel like I've been on the opposite end of that as a broadcaster too many times. And even I will delusionally not believe myself, but every time it happens, just by coincidence. Here is Calora and Ibarra to follow.
You just robbed the good people of Modesto a no-hitter. So I hope you can sleep tonight.
I'll be able to sleep, don't worry. I will get my rest, my beauty sleep. Calora popped out to third to end the first. Now, if I go to Modesto next week, now we might be, who knows how the setup will be in terms of getting my beauty rest.
I heard the DoubleTree is lovely.
Ah, is that where we're staying?
I do believe so.
Okay. I like the sound of that. Our head athletic trainer, Matthew McElroy from Modesto, and that was the hotel he was predicting as the hotel.
And Matthew's going to have all the good spots, too.
I know. He's sent me a couple recommendations.
What I want, I would want the hole-in-the-wall, good Mexican food. That's what I would want.
Yeah.
Where do the locals go?
The 0-2 is called strike three. You don't see Calora take too many strike three lookings. That is a third strikeout for Omar Serrano.
I think he might have just dove out a little early as well. You get one mulligan with no outs, but now it puts pressure on Jeter to create something with Allgaier at second, because you get the leadoff double, you're down 4. That's your first chip away right there.
This might be playable for Sutter. No, it's not. All right. Is everybody okay? I see smiles. I see some laughs.
Well, it looks like the gentleman who might have been hit with the ball, looks like they've come up with it.
It looked like somebody just roared one. That was up there for quite some time. Had some hang time to it.
Oh, look at that.
Gonna miss.
I mean, that is a heck of a changeup.
Oh, and 2. Got him. Another changeup from Serrano, and he's got back-to-back strikeouts. 2 outs for Blythe. Starting pitching the last 3 days has looked sharp between Hemmerling on Wednesday, Bautista yesterday, and Serrano trying to make it 3 straight quality starts. 1 ball, no strikes here on Blythe. Still trying to figure things out here on this homestand after a red-hot road trip in Missoula. 2 for 14 this week back at home. foul down the right field line, 1-2.
Foul ball.
He was using the opposite side of the field a lot in Montana.
Well, he needs to hear as well with how good that changeup is. You can't just sit on a fastball right now. If you get a fastball, you got to take it the other way. If it's the changeup, you might be able to beat him up the middle.
And Serrano strikes out the side, gives up his first hit of the game, but then punches out the next 3, and he's through 4 scoreless. 4-0 Roadsters as we head to the 5th here on Ballers TV.
And now it's time to check in on our good friend and amazing DJ, DJ Black Woman.
Time now for our Pacific Pipe climb to the PBL standings. Billings right now in first, a half-game lead on Long Beach at 21-5. They've won 4 in a row. The Coast at 21-6, just a half game back after winning the last 2 against Oakland. And then Boise in third, 4.5 back with Modesto right behind them at 5.5 at 16-11. That's your Pacific Pipe climb to the PBL standings update as Hayden Dunhurst leads off for the Roadsters, ahead 2-0 on Charlie Hurley. Hurley has set down the last 10 in a row after giving up a couple of homers in the first 2 frames. Dunhurst, Sutter, Williams, 8-9-1 for Modesto. Not sure how Dunhurst did not get hit by that pitch. He's a former Royals draft pick, 6th round selection back in 2022. Former national champion at Ole Miss. 3-1 is lifted to center. Wind will knock it down, and Druick's got it for the first down. Time now for our Columbia Bank Take It to the Bank. Tyler, you can take this to the bank.
Where are we going?
You know, I don't know why I feel like I've seen this on LinkedIn a lot or like Twitter if when people want to share updates, but they misuse the word peak, or I think they get the spelling or the wording incorrect, but they use P-E-A-K for sneak peek instead of P-double-E-K.
I must be honest, I have not seen that myself.
Really?
But it's a fairly obvious error. I think, and listen, this is just jumping on my a part of the team, a part one word. Like, I'm spelling it like I'm in kindergarten. I think people just kind of copy what they see.